So the Cincinnati Bengals have finally decided to release Andy Dalton. Hey everybody, welcome back to more reactions. My name is Jeff. If you don't know, I am a 38-year-old diehard Bengals fan. And for the last 9 seasons, Andy Dalton has been the quarterback that I bled for as a fan because he was my quarterback. We knew this whole time. Actually, I was under the impression that last season, not this past season, season before that, was his quote-unquote farewell tour. That's the impression I was under. That's the decision I would have made. I would have cleaned house when we decided to part ways with Marvin Lewis, right? I thought we was blowing the whole team up. I said trade AJ, trade him, and just start over. The defense, Geno, get whatever picks we can get, and just, go wholesale and let's rack up as many picks as we can get and just start fresh. That's not the direction we went at all in any way, shape, or form. We actually brought the same team back from the final year of Marvin Lewis, mostly the same team, which was really odd and bizarre. And we know the results. It didn't work. So now we have a new quarterback, Joe Burrow, who I'm excited about. But I'm still not. The fact I wish we would have just traded. I wish we would have took care of business at the trade deadline because the opportunity was right there, staring in our face. First, it was clear as day. So now here we are. AJ's still on the roster. I guess he's happy or he's content. I don't think he's happy. I guess he's just content with coming back next season, fully healthy, with a rookie quarterback. And today we just decided the Bengals just decided to release Andy Dalton, which clears like $17 million cap space. And this whole time I was saying just trade him to New England because that's where he's going, is New England. I've been saying this since last season. Like, it's if Brady is out, Andy's going in, unless they go for Cam, which I didn't think they would go for Cam, which they still could, quite frankly, because both are available. So right now we're going to look at a clip from Skip and Shannon, and they're talking about the fact that we have decided to part ways officially with Andy Dalton.
Undisputed, according to Adam Schefter, the Bengals will be parting ways with Andy Dalton. Back in March, The Athletic reported that Dalton was not discussed in the Patriots' immediate plans, but since then, the Patriots did not select a quarterback in the draft. So, Shannon, do you expect Belichick to sign Andy Dalton?
I don't know about signing, Skip, but I do expect the representative, Coach Belichick, to reach out to Andy Dalton's representative. I expect they'll kick the tires, and this is why you don't make a move, Skip. Yep. You and I both know, okay, if they select a quarterback with the first overall pick, Andy Dalton has $17 million this year. What's the likelihood that he's going to be on that roster with you're going to almost have to guarantee Joe Burrow $40 million? Well, it's not very likely. That's why you don't panic. The same reason no one traded for Cam Newton. I know you got to release him. You just signed Teddy Bridgewater for 3 years, $62 million. Yeah, so true. Why would I give you a draft pick for something I know you're going to discard? Coach Belichick played his hand correctly. Now, if I'm Andy Dalton, that would be one of my first priorities to try to get there. I know they're going to win. Yeah. I'll get well coached. Right. Know they're going to put me in the best opportunity to win. Skip, look.
It's the perfect fit.
Say, I can sit here and say, because after covering Coach Belichick for as long as I have no earthly idea what makes this man tick and what he's going to do when it comes to players. Because a player that I think might fit perfectly, he wants nothing to do with it. And a player that I don't think he wants nothing to do with, he embraces with open arms. So, Skip, do I believe that Coach Belichick will look into this? I absolutely do. But I can't give you with any kind of degree of certainty says, oh, yeah, Andy Dalton is going to be. I think Andy Dalton is better than anything they have on their team currently. And that's including Stead.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I agree with one point you made. Bill Belichick wants to do nothing conventional. He does not want to be predictable. He doesn't want to go with the flow and do what everybody expects every other coach to do, which would be, you just released Andy Dalton, we'll take him. That seems too easy to me. It seems too predictable, too cut and dried. So my gut feeling is right here, right now, we just heard this breaking news. They will not sign Andy Dalton. I believe that Belichick wants to prove to the world that he has his next Tom Brady via down in the draft. Obviously, Jared Stidham was a 4th-round pick as opposed to Brady being a 6th-round pick. But it's Brady-esque to say, I'll take him down in the 4th round, and I'll show you I got a keeper. I got a winner. I got a future Pro Bowler here. Now, back to Andy Dalton. You know, he's a pretty good quarterback. There are those who argue with me. He's a very good quarterback who got stuck on a bad team for the most part. In a bad situation where an owner doesn't want to spend money and it's a mom and pop owner, even though it's from the lineage of the Brown family,
roster
the great Paul Brown.
Top to bottom.
So the point is that, yeah, Andy Dalton has not been in the best circumstance, and he's played very well. He has made a Pro Bowl. He has made the playoffs.
Let's be honest.
And
AJ
he's
Green
made me on occasion sit back and say,
let's look
man,
at his stats without
pretty
AJ
good.
with AJ.
He
Just
is Brady-esque in that he plays a lot like Tom Brady, except he's a poor man's, maybe a destitute man's Tom Brady.
No, he don't play.
But he is Brady-esque in the way he approaches the game. And remember, he's a great fit for New England because he's a good guy, Andy Dalton. He's a great teammate. He won't make waves. He's very coachable.
Him and Tannehill the same.
He's everything that you would
want.
want.
But he plays like a
scheme-wise,
not as good,
fit-wise, culture-wise, to fit in New England. I get all that. It would seem like just the perfect segue to go in even on the short term and be even a stopgap to get to whatever Trevor Lawrence you want to bring in to hit the jackpot with and get back to the Super Bowl. So I see all that, but it feels too right. It's too right.
It's sometimes
for Belichick to say, yeah, I'll take Andy Dalton. And I kept saying, does he have that one ace up his sleeve that we don't know? Well, this could be the ace where he just said, to your point, I'll play it out. I'll play it cool. I won't take a quarterback. I'll sit right there and I'll pass on Jordan Love. Then I'll sit right there in the second round and I'll pass on Jalen Hurts.
You sure do.
And I'll pass 3 times on Jacob Eason in the 3rd round. And I'm good because I'm waiting for them to cut Andy Dalton. And predictably, they did cut Andy Dalton because they have Joe Burrow and they're going onward and upward. God bless them. But to me, Shannon, it feels like Stid or bust. It feels like, and I'll give you this, Jared Stidham is more talented than Andy Dalton. He's a better athlete than Andy. He has a little bigger arm than Andy. He has a little more sort of big play flair to him. He has, if I can use that pre-draft term, he has a little higher ceiling if he could ever hit it than Andy ever has. Andy hit his ceiling quickly in the NFL. Whatever he had to give you, he gave it to you like that. And under fire, he gives you all he's got, and it's pretty good. But I think Belichick would say, I got a chance to hit the lottery with Stidham more than I would with Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's just play it safe, try to get through the night, try to get to Trevor Siemian or whoever it might be. Or not Trevor Siemian, Trevor Lawrence coming up. Maybe Trevor Siemian.
Everybody going to Sunshine next year.
So the point is, I'm going to
tank for Sunshine.
I'm going to guess a big no on this. Big no on Andy Dalton to Belichick.
For Sunshine.
Still, is there anybody more perfect for Boston and Foxborough and New England than Andy Dalton? The red rifle?
No.
The red hair? He'd be perfect. I mean, you can't, Skip, you can't even get more perfect than this. I think that, and plus,
No,
Skip, you have to
couldn't
realize
make it
Andy
out.
Dalton was playing really, he was playing really well until A.J. Green. Because if you think about it now, Andy Dalton has been in a tough division. He had to deal with the Steelers and the Ravens. And we know what they represent. One had Big Ben, one had Flacco, and Flacco was okay, but they've always had suffocating defenses. Now they have Lamar Jackson. So it wasn't very easy for him to win that division, in that division with the Ravens and the Steelers. Because normally, one of those teams were going to win that division. With that being said, Skip, and the absence of A.J. Green, because A.J.'s been nicked the last couple of years, a lot. It's hard to go win without your number one receiver. Now, we know Brady really haven't really had a true number one, so to speak. He had Randy Moss and basically slot receivers, Wes Welker, Amendola, and Julian Edelman. Okay, we get that, Skip. And so to try to say, well, Brady never had that, but Brady's Brady. Brady is different in that matter. Everybody can't work unless you give them great workers around him. Brady seemed to be was able to do a lot more with less. But, Skip, this is where you and I are going to differ. Coach Belichick does not need to win with Stidham. He needs to win a Super Bowl with any quarterback not named Brady.
Yep.
As long as he does that, he feels validated, just like Coach Belichick says, Tom Brady says, I just need to win a Super Bowl with a coach not named Belichick, and I'm made. That's how they're looking at Skip.
Yep,
I'm sure.
That's
have
facts.
a guy on the roster and just go from there. But Coach Belichick just needs to be on that podium, win it with the Super Bowl trophy, and that quarterback isn't Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And then
so
people will look at him like, see, I told you it was him.
I mean, they're
Tom
not.
Brady
Not,
standing up there if he's next to Bruce
But
Arians.
for him to win
Man,
with the Patriots.
that might be the only time, Skip Bayless,
curse
Tom
of Bo
Brady
Jackson,
really laid
man.
that hair down.
Look
And
that
tell
up.
you, no, it's
So
not
all
going to happen
you
then.
is watching
It's going
is
to
not
happen that
from
Monday or
the
Tuesday in the
tri-state
sit
area
down
of
with Jim
Cincinnati.
Gray. That's
The
when he's
curse
going to
of
sit
Bo
back and start to
Jackson
glow,
is real
and you're
and
going to
it's
see
alive,
Tom
and
Brady
it
in a
hurts,
light
man.
that you've never seen him before.
Okay, you're right. But, hey, what if Bill Belichick could win a Super Bowl with Jared Stidham? Would not that be the ultimate touche to Tom Brady? Right? That's it.
Yeah,
That's the essence.
Skip, what if he won one with Andy Dalton? Man, Andy Dalton, but Skip, how you win anything with somebody from the Bengals? I mean, how you do anything, Skip? Come on.
I mean, yeah, Corey,
you mean to tell me he took Andy Dalton? Everybody been saying Andy Dalton was terrible. Oh, he couldn't even he couldn't even win a playoff game. All the home playoff games he had, he couldn't win one. He's terrible. And Coach Belichick said, watch me. Skip, you know Coach Belichick is the ultimate watch me coach. Watch me.
That's why I said don't.
And that's what
New England.
he's more apt to do
Before
something
anybody
like
else
that.
said.
He's good. Skip, he's not,
Before
it's
anybody
fourth
else
and
said,
one,
I said
punt
it.
the ball. It's kind of like
the
against
record.
Peyton
Pat myself on
Manning.
the back.
Skip, fourth and one, punt the ball, play defense. What does Coach Belichick do on his own 25, 30-yard line? He goes for it. So he's going to do things that's unconventional where other coaches like, nah, I'm just going to play it. I'm going to play it by the book. Coach Belichick says, hell, I wrote the book. I'm going to do it my way. And that's what he's going to do something very on.
So, okay. So, here's what I'm saying. Belichick's plan, to me, was to get AJ and Andy as a package deal. That's the way I saw things playing out. And quite frankly, I feel like the opportunity was there at the trade deadline. Once again, I don't know what happened. I don't know. As far as getting AJ, that is. And then season plays out with Brady and see what happened with Dalton. Yeah, like this, like everyone has, all I've heard for years is Andy Dalton's terrible. He's this, he's that, and I'm just like, it's not that many good quarterbacks in the NFL, y'all. If he didn't get hurt, he was in the running to be MVP in 2015. That was the real thing that like actually happened. If he didn't get hurt, and McCarron, he stepped in and played well. Quite frankly, won a playoff game. Technically, I'm looking at you, Jeremy Hill. So yeah, not Vontaze Burfict. I'm looking at Jeremy Hill. Not Pac-Man Jones. I'm looking at Jeremy Hill. Anyway, so like I said, man, obviously this day was coming. I'm not like over the moon, happy, excited. I'm happy for Joe Burrow. I'm happy for a fresh start. But I appreciate what Dalton did, man. Like, again, I'm 38 years old. I've had more playoff weekends with Andy Dalton than any other quarterback in my entire lifetime as a Bengals fan. You know, so and like it wasn't that many, but you get my point. Carson Palmer is probably my favorite Bengals quarterback. And then between Boomer and Dalton and Jeff Blake, you kind of, I don't know. Carson Palmer and Chad Johnson are what made me a Bengals fan all over again as an adult, because my entire childhood, it didn't make sense to really be a fan. Like second grade was when the Bengals went to the Super Bowl in 1988. I was in second grade. Third grade, they won the playoff game the following year. And then from fourth grade until I was, out of college. From because 05 was the playoff game. So from the time I was in fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, college, senior year, college, out of college, working even more. And that's when I finally got to experience a playoff game with Carson Palmer and Chad Johnson and Rudy Johnson and the crew. And then we all know what happened after that. Carson Palmer throws a beautiful bomb to the late Chris Henry. I'm jumping up and down. Me and the homies and my wife, fiance at the time, we in her apartment, jumping up and down, screaming off the balcony. It's other people outside screaming off their balcony. We all happy. We about to bust the Steelers' ass. We about to, man, and then we turn back and look at the TV and see Nine down holding his knee. He ain't been the same since, bro. For us. He got out of town, went to Arizona, won a playoff game. Won 2 playoff games, actually, I think. Or I don't know. I can't really remember if he went multiple years. But that one year, I think he won at least 2 games. I know because I want to say he beat Seattle, maybe. Excuse me. But anyway, so then Dalton and AJ come to town, and out the gate, we in the playoffs, we lose to Houston. But I'm like, out the gate, let's go, And we just couldn't get over the hump, man. So, like I said, I appreciate everything he did for the city. Literally for the city, not just for the team. He was big on charity in the tri-state area, and I appreciate that. I'll forever be a fan. Like this basement that I'm recording in right now this thing started to get put together second or third week of his rookie season, and they was playing the Broncos. I remember vividly because that was the game where he threw an out route to AJ. AJ did this incredible turnaround double toe tap catch, and that's when I was like, we got a star. We have a superstar wide receiver. At that moment, I said, okay, I'm cool with getting my newborn daughter, my firstborn, an AJ Green jersey because he's gonna be here for a while as a superstar. So, those two are sentimental to this household. So, I wish him luck. Forever 14. Forever Houday. You know, I'm a root for him wherever he goes because he gave us all he had, man. Like, you know, and he did it without complaining. You know, he was everything you could ask, minus the, you know, Aaron Rodgers like talent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Andy Dalton. I've always been a defender because I'm just like, dude, it's not a lot of good quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's more than above average, quite frankly. You know, so, ooh, let me know what you guys think. Where do you think Andy Dalton's gonna land, and who do you think that the Patriots are going to pick up as their quarterback, or are they gonna go with this rookie that they drafted in the 4th round, I guess? Stidham, I'm not hip to him. So if any of y'all know anything about him, let me know down in the comments. You know who his attribute player model is. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hope you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification button so you are notified the moment that I drop a new video for you. And hope you guys are enjoying your time in quarantine. Is that a real thing? But anyway, I'm going to get you guys later. Stay safe. Peace out.